All right, hello everyone out there tuning in. So here she is, our final build, a 2005 Chevy Cobalt. She is a stock compact build, straight stock, and she's done. We went with a camo themed. It is Memorial Day Madness. We're running out tomorrow with it. The bat theme there with the camo is just, I'm a big Batman fan, and the bat symbol is kind of simple to paint on there, and I think it looks cool. I ran it before a couple times, so we threw it on there. So you can see she is completed. She is ready to roll onto the trailer and hopefully have some fun in the pit tomorrow, and hopefully get down to the end there where we get some hardware, because that's always fun. But yeah, straight stock. So, just took all the stuff off. Going around here, the only thing I have left to do is just put the seat belts around there, and then I duct tape them as well, usually one time. Other than that, everything is ready to go. But yeah, pretty happy. The paint job, I think, really came out neat. I actually had some extra time, was planning on running last Saturday through the Demolition Noobs there on the back. Started doing that with the cars we do more of a paint job for. But was planning on running it last Saturday, and was coming in a little hot because I spent more time than I probably should have on the paint job. Still was going to have everything done. I just wasn't getting a lot of sleep the night before the Derby. And then torrential downpour at Franklin, where I'm going to run at Venango, so they canceled it that weekend and moved it to this weekend. So just to show inside again, just took the airbags out, unhooked them simple. I got my chain as the simple safety thing there, and I just run the excess chain there. I use the ratchet strap here, so if you see, a lot of guys use it to hold on to, which I sometimes do, but it's not really a big deal. However, you'll notice how I have it run behind the seat. That is because I broke a seat in half, well, not necessarily in half, but the back broke in a stock Derby. Sometimes you get a good shot, and I don't put the stock builds, I don't put the roll cage in there at all, or even a brace bar, so the seat's not against anything. And I had it to where the seat broke, so I started last couple derbies last year running around the seat to keep it in a locked stationary position. It also has a nice little armrest there. Wiring inside, again, I'm straight stock and I'm straight off the tank, so there is the wiring running to the stock tank. I left the ground wire in the back there and just ran them forward, and then I again kind of loop and either zip tie or duct tape the wires so they're not bouncing everywhere. And I do that with the ground. Same thing up here. The Cobalt has the battery that runs, the line runs through the car to the trunk is where the battery is for this one. So all I did, that's the main there line for the battery, is I just pulled it through the car, ran around here, so there I again grounded the negative wire, and that will run up there, and then the positive just sits on there. And I just got my Smith & Metalworks battery box that works really nice, and that battery doesn't move. Just put some seat foam around it, and I'll put a bar across the top just in case I were to roll or something like that. So that's really it inside. And again, I do that because stock, sometimes messing with the grounds or things like that, and you're running the stock wiring, you could end up with a headache or having a fuse pop. I had that in my first Derby, a main fuse popped, and that was it. But otherwise, you'll notice, so before I move into the motors, it is a 5-speed. That was also my first Derby car. She is, all Derby cars, especially stock, are rusted, but this one is rusted pretty good underneath. Not as bad as my wife's Cobalt. She ran, 3 years ago now. She kind of took a dare, I guess you'd say, from me. I told her she'd never do it, and she jumped in. I could quite literally put my finger or my knuckle through the frame. It had holes all through it. This one isn't that bad, but in particular, this right front wheel, as you can probably see, there's a small right there to my finger. The frame's already got there a little bit of a weak spot. The rest of it seems pretty solid, but in general, the wheels are where you want to get into people, especially in the stock compact. So wiring, just pulled everything from up here, the headlights and everything in, and then I kind of zip tied it again and pulled it as far into the motor as I could, and then just put about a can and a half of spray foam. You can see how it blows up. Close your hood whenever you do that, because I did that once. I didn't close the hood, and I had to take a utility knife and cut off the excess because it balloons up so much as it's drying. But other than that, just securing the wirings. And then over here, again, just the air filter there that comes out there from the intake. I just take off, put a chicken wire on there, but pretty simple inside. So that's it underneath. Again, radiator's right there. I'm actually going to top off my fluids here, and then that is quite literally it. She is ready to go. So we got the bat symbol up front. It's got the big sunroof there, so you see how my L10's a little bit of a slant, but that's all right. It'll do. So Yeah, here she is again. Hopefully we get to have some fun, and first derby of the year. I haven't derbied in May before. I usually wait till the first, second week of June, Father's Day Fury, but couldn't wait. We're jumping in with the 2005 Cobalt. She's ready to go. We'll see how she does.